Hey guys, welcome back to the Plant Based Ninja. I do want to tell you, sometimes it's not easy being awakened. You're kind of thinking, you're kind of thought of as not really a plant based ninja, but a plant based like Nazi. Like, I'm annoying as fuck to most people. I was, I walked into a gas station the other day. There was a woman behind the counter. She's eating some. There was like fried food all back there. The place is popping all the time. They got the chicken. They got God knows what. They got cheese that's breaded with some crap that's deep fried. All their crap's deep fried. It's just like death. It's like, hey, if you want to clot up your arteries, come the fuck in here. We'll help you clot your arteries, and it's gonna be real freaking tasty. Okay. So I walk in and she's like running the register, and unbelievably, she has no, uh, I don't know. The word that comes to mind is sanitation, but I don't know. I don't know. She's like taking money, she's eating, she's licking her fingers. I'm like, what the? That is disgusting, right? So she says, hey, do you want, hey, hey, you want some food? Now, mind you, I walk in there. And when I walk in there, I'm like in a biking outfit, right? So you can tell I'm probably not eating any of that crap. Okay. And that's probably why she asked me. Cause she like wanted to mess with me, right? So I was like, no. Because I kind of read the situation, and also, I mean, that stuff was, I gotta tell you, from a health perspective only, I'm not trying to sound like I'm some, I don't know, fill in the blanks, okay? But I was like, no. She goes, it's fresh. And I looked at her. I said, nothing in here is fresh. I said, that is all dead food. It's just that you have it heated up in grease that's going to clot your arteries. And she kind of smiled at me. And she was like, I didn't, I mean, she knew that I would be thinking that, but she was probably thinking, I didn't think that motherfucker was just going to come out and say that shit, like what he's really thinking. Because I knew that's what he was thinking. And it was. Now, you know what's happening at this point. In my mind, I've already read the situation. I've read the environment that I'm in, and I know that nobody's going to listen to anything that I say. I'm just going to make a very clear stance to plant a seed that she can possibly think about. I already planted the seed about clotting her arteries. If she reads it into type 2 diabetes or blood pressure or cancer or whatever the crap she does, if I led her down a rabbit hole, if I led her down a path to a journey to be able to do her own research, great. Otherwise, as you well know, she's just one in a trillion people unless she starts asking questions, which people are usually not going to do because that's going to be inconvenient and it's going to go against the norms that she has. So she doesn't want that. One other thing interesting about it too is that when you really when you analyze people and then you tell them about good things that can happen if they change their diet, they're always trying to find some reason not to change them. Always. Even if they see the logic in the nutritional part, even though they know it can heal them 98% of the time, even though they know that's the common sense thing to do, they're going to come up with something because everybody does. We all try to go for the easiest way to cope in life. Most of the time, some people do. And a lot of times we're programmed that way because we're designed to be able to stay away from struggle. We don't want that in our lives. Sometimes you have to struggle though to get to a better place. It can be any reason at all for people not to change their diets. I'm too stressed out. Uh, um, I, the most common ones are going to be like, I've got 80 kids. Oh, nobody has 80 kids, but you see what I'm talking about. Um, I don't have the time. I'm way too stressed out. So everybody's stressed out about something. You just got to pick whatever you're stressed out about. I'm stressed out. We're all stressed out. Even if there's always some level of stress. Even though my level of stress might be like this, and your level of stress might be like this, we're both going to see this and this is equals. It's very interesting. And then the other person, if they don't have as many stresses as you, they're going to think they're going to have the answers for you when the only person that actually has answers is yourself. Because we can see the same solution but you're finding every reason you can't do it. I'm finding every reason you can do it. And that's not fair because there's like a billion people, trillions of people in the world, whatever the crap. I don't know how many people are in the world. We all have to put what we value the highest in the forefront. This world isn't designed for everybody to be able to live to be 140 years old. It's just not. This world is designed for people. Oh man, I'm going somewhat place too deep right now. This world's designed for everybody to have free will, which is kind of cool. It's really cool. I mean, it definitely is going to keep doctors employed because, people are not going to eat a healthy diet. Most of them are not. Just not. You're talking about 98% of the people are not going to eat a healthy diet. 98% of the people, when they get sick, they're going to go to the doctor and they're going to take anything that doctor gives them. It doesn't matter. They can be told, you'll go blind. Yeah, la, 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 la. And they're like, well, I'll be the lucky one. Or, the poor type 2 diabetic that doesn't know they eat plant-based. A lot of people, they I don't know why I'm going off on this freaking tangent again, but let's just do it. I started it. So somebody becomes type 2 diabetic and then nobody tells them about a plant-based diet and then they find out about a plant-based diet. And right when they find out about a plant-based diet, you can tell them about 1,000 people that have been healed by it. And then they're going to be like, oh, my family, we eat this. This one woman I talked to, she's like, I'm country and we eat da da da. And I was like, well, what would happen if you just changed your diet for like 90 days? So now your whole body is able to heal itself. And you can still on occasion eat that food that made you sick. Nah, I can't do it for 90 days. No. So again, you're gonna, I mean, and totally respectful, again, there's trillions of people in the world, right? She seemed to be a very nice, kind person. Do I judge her? Heck no. Because we all have our own journeys. I mean, if she dies tomorrow, she dies tomorrow. If she dies in 10 years from now, she dies in 10 years from now. If she's taking her insulin and she hates taking her insulin, well, you're 90 days, okay. No, doesn't want to do that. But, it's totally cool. And mind you, at first, when you first become plant-based, and then you see your own life heal, then at that point you're like, why the fuck wouldn't everybody be on this diet? Why doesn't everybody want to feel great? Why doesn't everybody want to heal? And it's because they just don't. Nope. It's acceptable in society to be very sick. It's acceptable in society to use self-denial. It's acceptable in society to lie to everybody about whatever. I mean, good Lord, you can have people that are 8,000 pounds and identify as skinny. People can identify as anything. I can identify as, I don't know. It's just weird. I can identify as, I'm going to make up something. This is totally unrelated. But like, let's say, I don't know. I could say I'm a dragon that was misplaced and put in a male's human body. So call me dragon. I don't know. I mean, just kind of take that and run with it because you know where I'm going with this and oh, or I'm a disabled dragon in a perfectly healthy man's body. And because of this, I'm a victim. Actually, I'm probably mentally sick, but in our society, you're not. Not in the United States. Oh no. I can identify as any type of shit I want to. It's crazy. I don't know. That's where our society's gone to. So, and then everybody says how great I am because, I'm the dragon and the yada yada. And I don't know, let's say if I'm 800 pounds, but I identify as 50 pounds. I mean, you see what I'm talking about here. Everybody's like, oh, Matthew. Anyway, the point is, follow me down, follow what I'm saying, and I'm correct or I'm incorrect, because anyone's opinion on what I just said doesn't matter, remember? It doesn't matter because I identify as always being right. Now, am I a narcissist at that point? Well, if I identify as not being a narcissist, then I'm not a narcissist. Incredible enough, isn't it? Okay, so I don't, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so you know, here's the thing. Oh my gosh, even when people find out the proper thing to drink, they don't care. It's, I can't tell you. I've had I a lot of people. There are. It's amazing. You can tell people the type of water they're drinking is unhealthy. You can tell them all those vitamins or all those minerals and all that fluoride in there is not going to be healthy. And do you know what they come back with? It's more convenient. Well, if convenience is more important than our health, then how low is your health, your priority on your health? Because if convenience is more important, then your health can't be in your top 10. People sometimes just have to reevaluate, and sometimes you just get a feel of where that person is currently. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I know that sounds weird, but no, it's not. It's not weird at all. Am I as annoying as fuck? The answer is yes, I am. Because the way that I think is averse to the way over 98% of the population thinks. And it makes a person question their current reality, their current state of what they think they know. So I would say that how you feel about nutrition and how you live your life is averse to a healthy lifestyle. If you don't put your health in your top 10, should be in your top 5. But if you don't prioritize it, then you're probably like most people and you prioritize healthcare, which is really sick care. Because you're not putting your health in your top 5, you're putting sick care that you're paying tons of money out per month. You're paying tons of money to save you from diseases you could prevent. If you see the rationale there, if you start to see the logic, why don't you put time? See, you can't guarantee 100% that you'll never get sick, right? Now, you can put a ton of effort and put it in your top 5 and feel great every day, never get a sick headache, never get a stomach pain, never have pains in your joints, which they're going to give you medicine for to get rid of. And that medication is going to cause other things to happen in you. What I'm saying to you is, can you prevent, or can you? Yeah, I mean, you can about over 98% of the time. All these diseases you can prevent that you would have gotten, that you are going to get, but you can prevent them. But what people do is they put more priority in. It's not that they don't care. It's just that they're like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat. And damn the consequences, because I have sick care. So when I know I'm going to get sick anyway, and maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll be that 1 in 10,000 that doesn't get some disease. And maybe I'll get really lucky because I'm putting all this stuff in my body that's highly processed. It causes all these. The 5 major reasons why people die are caused by the food that they eat. The top 5 reasons people die are caused by the food they eat. Now, if you want to remove the food that causes all those top diseases, well, that seems to make sense, right? I don't know. But, listening to somebody like me is going to be annoying. Listening to somebody like me makes you actually think, and it makes you question how you're thinking. Because you're going to be like, you know what? I do pay like $300 or $500 or however much per month on some illness that you're feeding. You're feeding an environment in your body of illness, potential diseases for instant gratification and fireworks in your mouth. That's what you're doing. So if that's what you're doing, then your health is not even in your top 10. Your health is in your bottom 10. It's not even on the Richter scale. I mean, it's just not even in your sights. You have this thing in the back of your head saying, you know what, I want to be healthier, and you play around with it. You got to go extreme when it comes to health. And I'm trying to tell you, you see, here's the thing. It's so difficult. There are so many books you can read. It's about plant-based. There's nothing bad about plant-based. Nothing. You go on these meat diets, these what they call carnivore diets, and all they do is fill you full of cholesterol. There's no vitamins and nutrients in that. There's traces, but and there's vegetables. But if you want to thrive, you need to get that cholesterol out of your diet. You need to get all that fat out of your diet. Oh my gosh. And I see the oil that they prepare the food in. And you're just like, guys, that five-headed dragon, the top 5 reasons that people die. Yeah, the carnivore diet's going to get you a body that you might want to look like. True. And it might reverse your numbers big time at first, but long term, it's setting up for heart disease. It's setting you up for type 2 diabetes. If you have it, your type 2 diabetes may reverse in the short term, but there's a high likelihood it's going to come back. And then you've got cancer. I mean, think about all those drugs those animals are given. Just think about it. And then think about that oil. I mean, pure fat, going into your body to clot up your arteries. And you see, people really don't want to associate the logic that's there. They want the high emotionalism of, oh, look how he looks, and now look how he looks. That's not realistic. It's just a flash in the pan. It's one person saying they did this. It's craziness. Crazy. Just nuts. I don't know. I mean, you would think people would let common sense guide them, but they don't, and the food addiction is real. And I don't care what anybody says. It's real. You got to break the food addiction. So once you break your food addiction, then you start eating real food, which most people are not. And, it's amazing. I'm off on a tangent. I don't know where this is going. I'm going down some rabbit hole. You get my meaning. I'm annoying. Yes, I am. I can't imagine how this video is going to help anybody. But maybe it will. And who am I to say it won't, right? So I probably will post it. I don't know. All right, y'all be good. Peace.